Alright. Welcome back, everybody. Okay. Stinger missile.
Use this.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, okay.
Damn it.
Oh, damn it. Come on, get up.
Burn, baby! Damn it.
What's down here?
I'll shred you to pieces! Damn it! Damn it! Take this!
Oh, no. Stop.
Right, I'll take care of it. Not bad.
I need more ammo.
You're tougher than I thought. I'll let you go out in style.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Try dodging this. What the? Use this.
Yes, thank you. Oh, damn it. Fucking get up.
What the?
No, stop. Yes. Stop doing that.
What the? I'll let you go out in style. Damn.
Yes, thank you. Yes, we did it. Oh man, he's gonna get the eye patch. There can only be one big boss.
There's something coming up.
Oh my god, it's fucking Metal Gear! Dude, that is such an epic fucking pose.
That's Metal Gear! It's already active!
What the fuck? Did not expect that to happen. Come on. Just hop on the pipe. It's like Godzilla. How is it just standing in the water like that? Dude, he's gonna get an eye patch.
They got my eye!
Uh-oh. He's changing. Oh, wait, no, that's Vamp.
Vamp! Go!
Fly! Like a vampire! No, but for real, where is he going? He's just jumping in the water at that point. Come on, just drop down onto the pipe. Yeah, where would he have jumped down to? Into the water. What are we standing? What is everyone... Oh, is he running on the water? What the fuck?
Hey, what's that? It's running on water.
It's okay. Matrix? Neo? What just happened?
You all right?
Yeah. How about you guys?
Barely managed, but we're all right.
The chopper?
We need some time for repairs.
Oh,
The president's all yours.
okay. Can I ask you something?
What?
Are you the Snake? They said you were dead.
No, not me. There are still too many things I need to do.
Snake, you're a legend, and that's why I need to ask you this.
Legend. A legend is nothing but fiction. Someone tells it, someone else remembers. Everybody passes it on.
I'm here because I was assigned to this mission, not because I want to. If I could, I'd be out of here in a second. How could you come back to all this? Why keep fighting?
There's something my best friend said to me once.
What?
We're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at, but at least I always fought for what I believed in.
What about the DNA results from that body?
That was Liquid's body. He and Snake are identical on the genetic level.
Liquid?
A deception, for our own protection. We stole his frozen body from some organization. Kind of a hassle, though.
That's all there is to it.
Are you
Dude,
two
yes.
really an NGO?
Insofar as we're a non-profit organization of civilians advocating a cause, yes. The cause happens to be the eradication of Metal Gear.
We work on our own, but it's a cause worth fighting for.
Dude, yeah,
Why
it
would you
is.
stick your neck out for something this risky?
That's the way I used to look at it 4 years ago. I was holed up in the middle of nowhere in Alaska, drinking too much.
We have a responsibility to the coming generations, to the world,
What responsibility?
to keep track of the mistakes we've made as a species.
We need to remember, to spread the word, to fight for change, and that's what keeps me alive.
You think you can change the future?
Nah, I'm not as arrogant as that.
What you do isn't grassroots activism. It's more like terrorism.
I admit that.
But our group, Philanthropy, received some information. A new Metal Gear prototype was being developed here, and terrorists were planning to raid the facility. The information came from a very reliable source.
So you're here to...
We're here to stop all that. but I also have a personal motive.
Looks like the terrorists have his sister in the big shell.
What?
We're here on our own, not under anyone's orders. We have our own battles. Otacon's here for someone. I'm not.
This is a military mission.
What?
Jack, are you all right?
Just barely.
You almost gave me a heart attack.
Sorry, it wasn't intentional.
I know that, and I know I need to stay stronger.
Say a prayer for me, Rose, so I can come back.
You will make it back. I'm with you all the way, remember?
That means a lot to me, you know.
I'm going to save the data, okay, Jack?
Okay. I'm gonna save the data.
Colonel, Metal Gear's already gone active.
It's not too late. You can still prevent a nuclear strike by securing the president and preventing password confirmation from taking place. Get to the president. He's in the core section of Shell 2.
I'm checking the satellite images. Looks like you can get to the core from the other side of Strut L.
The core hasn't gone under yet from what we can tell. Follow the railings down, then jump onto the pipes.
The only viable strut in the outer perimeter is the L. That attack just now doesn't make any sense. It's like they have no more use for this place.
Colonel, you were monitoring the codec calls. That man was the real Snake all along.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Don't let your guard down with him.
Why do you say that?
Because they were never a part of the simulation. They're an unknown factor.
You can take your simulation and... We're out here, we bleed, we die.
Calm down.
I suggest that you do, Raiden. Even if that is Snake.
Not a
that has
chance.
no bearing on your mission.
All right. You and Snake used to be on the same side. Don't ignore me. I don't understand. I read about you and Snake in the Darkness of Shadow Moses.
I don't give a damn what that piece of trash said. Do you get me?
Don't ignore me.
Don't ignore me. Don't ignore me. Welcome back, guys. Oh, what?
Oh God, no! Jack! Jack!
Just ignore that. Just ignore that. Okay, that's not the way. I thought maybe I had let go.
Raiden, what's wrong? Raiden! Raiden!
Raiden!
Raiden!
I'm smart, boy. I'm smart, boy. This is the first time, guys. Like, we didn't die 3 times in a row to try to figure out how to do this. This is the first go. Don't worry. Don't worry. Oh, I almost didn't make it there. Oh, gotta avoid the bird. God, jeez, gotta avoid the bird poop. I swear if we slip and fall in the bird poop. Why can't I? Oh shit, that's why. I was on fire, guys. I was on fire. I had to cool myself off. I was on fire. I was burning. I swear to God. Why can't I go over there? It's just a tease. Of course. Guess we're not coming back this way. What?
No! No! Jack, please answer me! Jack!
Oh, what are you talking about? There was a thing that below, wasn't there? Is there really no way to get over there? That's a little annoying. I swear to God. Barely. I barely had made it.
This is not a pretty sight. Hurry up and check the situation.
Okay, so this one is a bridge that I can, and then we'll do a little bit of hang. No, I pressed up. I was pressing up.
Raiden, what's going on? Raiden!
I don't hang that much, so I don't understand the mechanics of it. Is it B or A or like it's not A? Test run. Y. This is stupid. Dude, you guys are lucky. You don't have to sit through the death screen every time.
No, this isn't happening. Jack, you have to answer me. Jack! Jack!
People want to say, "Oh, this is the autosaves are too much in modern video games." Well, you know what? Sometimes they're for good reasons. Like, who the fuck thought it was a good idea to start over at the beginning of that? Dude, and it doesn't see the mechanic of going up against a wall is not fluid enough. That's a little bit of jank just showing through. It's not smooth.
Hurry up and check the situation.
All right. Okay, we made it through, guys. We made it through. Come on.
No.
What? Kojima, why did you not invent a crouch movement? Why is it only crouch then lay down when moved? Why is it this mechanic? And why can't I just... You invented crouch, let me fucking crouch walk. Okay. I thought I was out of the water, but I guess more bullshit. Can I hop in? No, I can't hop in. Might as well die. Might as well die. Might as well die.
No!
Might as well
Jack,
die.
please answer
Yeah,
me!
might as well die,
Jack!
right? Yeah, there was no saving it, right? Yeah. I don't get it. I mean, it's a puzzle. I get it, but like, what? Like, jeez. How did you see me? I don't get how they see me standing behind some other, like, they don't see me here. Dude, this has to be one of the stupidest line of sight puzzles I think I've ever done in the Metal Gear series so far. How? How does he see me there? That's what I'm not understanding. No. He doesn't see me when he walks up to that second window. I don't understand it. Fine then. I can't even see you guys, dude. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. I just don't get it. Fuck you guys. You don't want to play by the rules? You don't want to play fair? I won't play fair. That's a little fucky. You're being a little fuck.
Right. I don't see a way into Strike A, but there's no need for you to check it out in any case. Head for the core of Shell 2, where the President is.
Yeah, but I want to get into Shell K.
The enemy has already entered the nuclear launch code. Secure the President before they can confirm and finalize the code input. The President is on the first floor of Shell 2's core. Right. There should be a way to cross over from your present location on the KL connecting bridge to the core of Shell 2. Get to the core of Shell 2. Rescue the President before the enemy can use him to reconfirm the nuclear launch code.
Colonel, the radar's not working.
With Shell 2 in this shape, I wouldn't count on the radar coming back online for a while.
It'll be all right. Hang in there, Jack.
With the radar offline, you'll have to rely on first-person view to check for enemy presence. Proceed with extreme caution.
Dude, this sucks.
Right. Rosemary has completed her search.
Jack, I found data on the briefcase used to unlock the nuclear launch codes. It appears to be a fail-safe system using the President's DNA base order and input of his physiological data as its key. The lock is said to be impenetrable.
In other words, the President himself is the only one who can enter the password.
Right. On top of that, as Ames mentioned before, the password becomes invalid when the President's brainwaves, heartbeat, etc. are not within normal limits.
So the President entered that code by his own free will after all. But why would the U.S. President lend a hand to terrorists?
How should I don't have information like that.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't.
Also, it seems that
she stuttered there.
The code after a set amount of time is true.
Meaning that the President is safe, right? How about the story of the Black Case also serving as the launch key to a new model of Metal Gear?
That wasn't in the records.
Stories of a new Metal Gear model aside, it is certain that they have finished inputting the code and are trying to launch the nuclear warhead.
Exactly.
Meet with the President and ascertain the truth. Hurry. You must meet with him while he's still alive.
No problem, no problem.
Colonel, Pliskin was Snake after all.
According to him.
What?
Listen, White. I'll say it again. He is not in the simulation.
There you go about the simulation again.
Don't put your faith
Whatever.
in him. Don't trust him.
Whatever.
Do you understand? Once you see the codex script...
Okay, yeah.
Raiden, you cover the President. Make contact with him before the confirmation of the nuclear launch code. We are going to start repairs on the Kamov. That should keep our hands full for a while. I did a round of Shell 2 during bomb disposal. Let me know if you have any questions.
Have you ever heard of Outer Heaven?
Outer Heaven?
Yeah. Know anything?
No. What about it?
The terrorist leader mentioned it. Something about being close to reviving Outer Heaven.
Is that right?
Well, do you know anything?
No.
Definitely
But whatever
not.
their goal is, they're probably up to
Exactly.
no good. We've got to stop them.
Yeah, right.
You know, I thought I heard of AIM somewhere before. DIA would mean we're talking about Nastasha's ex-husband.
Nastasha Romanenko? Isn't she the one who wrote In the Darkness of Shadow Moses?
Yeah, she helped me out during the Shadow Moses.
Oh, she was the lady
She
we
was
were
also
calling
actively
all the
involved
time.
in the philanthropy organization following the incident.
Where is she now?
Your guess is as good as mine, but she's probably still a heavy smoker.
She's probably still a heavy smoker. Like, what does that have to do with
Iroquois
anything?
Pliskin was an alias.
Of course.
And the rank of Lieutenant Junior grade?
Made it up.
That's just great. Anyway, I get the Pliskin part. What about Iroquois?
Iroquois is a Francofied version of the Algonquin word for rattlesnakes. It's what they called their enemies.
Algonquin?
The Algonquin Nation, one of the many groups of Native Americans who used to call Manhattan Island their home. The majority of tribes in what's now the state of New York were a part of the Algonquin Nation.
So this was a stronghold of snakes.
By the way, Manhattan means Island of Hills in Algonquin.
What was that little bit of tidbit information?
You've got rations. Rations are military food provisions capable of life recovery. Select a ration.
Alright, you're just giving us little tips. What? That's too bad, huh? Alright.
Without the balaclava, you won't be able to disguise yourself as an enemy soldier anymore. But aside from the balaclava, you've got the exact same gear as they have, including those boots. Select the enemy field uniform in spots where you have to leave footprints. Keep them from spotting your presence.
Interesting.
Right. If you jump as far as you can, you could reach the other side. Try rolling to take off from the very edge. Right. There's a gun cipher flying over there. Those aren't the normal Cypher UAVs. These are armed.
Alright. Okay. I didn't think we'd be able to do something like that.
Olga, Snake, he's here. In Shell 1.
My father had some unfinished business with him.
Olga, calm yourself. No feelings.
Then screw your plan. I've been waiting for this day for 2 years, and I will send him to the bottom of the ocean, right next to my old man.
The launch comes first.
Damn it. Where is Oswald?
Not here.
I don't trust him.
Don't talk that way about one of your own.
He's not one of my own.
I wish I could see what was going on.
Remember?
Olga, we'll talk later. We need to get started on the final checks for the unit.
All right. I'm headed back there.
The upper connecting bridge to Shell 1 is down.
What about the chopper?
The Kamov is out of action. Take the oil fence from Strut L.
I'll tell my men to start pulling out.
Not yet. Their retrieval comes last. The intruder's still at large.
Snake.
What about the other man?
He's got luck on his side, certainly.
Oh yeah, because you somehow don't
He
see me.
survived that explosion. Listen, Olga, the code confirmation is in 1 hour. Keep the president alive until then.
I know. No one gets in here. Turn the
Alright,
currents
we're
on.
gonna start
Of course.
our boss fight with Olga, maybe?
High voltage currents on.
Okay.
The door stays shut unless the president manages to take out that circuit panel from inside the room. And it's no job for bare hands.
All right. Come back immediately.
One more thing.
What?
We leave for Russia when this business is done. I want half the money for that.
Of course. That was part of the agreement.
We start living for ourselves after this. If there's anyone who wants to stay here, I want you to take good care of them.
Gladly. Gerlukovich soldiers are the cream of the crop.
It's time they went free.
What happened to rebuilding Mother Russia?
The old man is dead. The world is a different place now.
It's your life.
Just as a reminder, I'm going to say this again. One
Last time.
Don't try anything on us.
The feeling is mutual.
Okay, I was like, what's going
I'm in
on?
front of the room where they're keeping the president.
Everything all right?
No sign of flooding, but I can't get close to the door. The floor is electrified.
Don't test it. You'll be bacon.
Any suggestions?
Remember the Shadow Moses VR training?
Take out the circuit panel?
Right.
But there's no way into the room.
Try ventilation ducts.
Yeah, I think I see one.
Look for a remote control missile launcher. You can guide it through the duct into the room.
Then target the circuit panel. Got it.
Right, but make sure you don't hit the president.
The president is wired with nanomachines. If we know the frequency, I can raise him.
We've tried that repeatedly, but there's no response. It looks like the walls have a built-in radio shield.
So that's why Ames lost contact with him.
If you need to confirm his position, you can log into the node.
Understood.
Locate a remote control missile launcher first.
Okay, well, I mean, the floor is still... Okay, nothing. No, this is the electrified floor. Oh, this is where I came in when I hit behind here. Alright, guys, so Olga's maybe our next boss? Not, we get Nikita missile first. Oh, good, 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 good. We're gonna get the Nikita missile again. First, let's try to find that node so that way we can get our satellite. Because running around with no radar kind of sucks.
The only way to the president is past this electrified floor. Use the remote control.
Sorry for skipping some things. It's like, because I don't know what's... they do some repetitive stuff and then start to add in good information, and it's kind of confusing. I can't get anything to drink. Alright, how many levels to this place? I can't believe I spent probably like 15-20 minutes. I hope I didn't spend 30 minutes on trying to get here. Oh, only one basement floor? Okay. I have to find... Okay, good. The panel's right there. What are these blue things? Okay, why was that? Why was that like a little cutscene?
B1 is completely flooded from what I can see.
How can I call?
You'll have
I'm
to
underwater.
swim
How am I calling?
Fine with swimming.
Stroke the water and move forward by pushing the punch button. Push it in rapid succession to swim faster. Change your heading with the left stick. Up will take you up, down takes you lower, left and right to face those directions. The O2 gauge will appear
Get
under your
real.
life gauge while you're underwater.
No doubt.
The gauge corresponds to the amount of
No
air
doubt.
you can hold from a single deep breath. Once the O2 gauge falls to 0, the life gauge will start to drop. You need to be aware of that.
That was it called Snake.
Snake, do you know where I can find some remote-controlled missiles?
Remote-controlled missiles. I saw something on B1 in the core of Shell 2. But be careful. Contaminated seawater's broken out of the tanks thanks to that explosion. Most of B1 is probably flooded by now.
Yep, I'm already swimming in it. Is there anything in here? No. Okay, I'm getting the hang of it. Oh, it's a ducky. Hi, little rubber duck.
Remote-controlled missiles.
You have the remote-controlled missile. Good job. Now head for the first floor of the Shell 2 core. Take out the power source and make contact with the President before the launch code can be reconfirmed. Hurry.
Alright, but I'm not done. Sorry. Okay, I didn't know I could open doors. Oh, dude, what the fuck?
The less you manipulate a remote-controlled missile, the faster it'll travel. Use this, and you'll be able to deliver your remote-controlled missile over a greater distance. Remember that the missile's range is limited by its fuel capacity. Always remember that unnecessary maneuvers can cost you fuel. When you swing up from hanging...
Maybe if I call him while looking at him.
Snake, it's Stillman. Stillman's here.
Yeah?
He was waiting for me.
Right.
Dude, nice. Some stinger bullets. Dude, where am I at now? I need a level 4. Don't know how I maneuvered that, but I did. All right. So we made it out. We made it out of there. We need to go back down there with the level 4 key card, though. Whenever we get that.
You've got yourself a remote-controlled missile. Referred to as Nikita, it's a wireless guided projectile. It's a surveillance missile based on micro-air vehicle technology. You control it by watching the image transmitted from the CCD camera mounted on the missile. Although it's primarily designed for scouting missions, it carries a small explosive charge that allows a long-distance attack. You can also trigger the charge by removing it from equip status following the missile's launch.
Oh, okay.
You won't be able to move while controlling the missile. Also, you'll have to be careful that you don't run out of fuel while it's in flight. Unlike VR training, you won't have a bird's eye view to help you control the missile.
Okay. Hopefully there's no guards that have appeared. Alright, so we should just be, what, walking up to it? What? Oh, that's right.
What is that? What are you doing?
Dude, second try, sorry. First try, I clipped a corner. Did I go upstairs? I guess I did. I don't remember going upstairs. I guess there's multiple different ways you could have shot the camera in there, but I went with the most easy, direct route. It seemed like. It seemed like I truly did go with the most direct route.
President Johnson.
So you're finally here.
Oh, do we
You've been
finally see the
expecting me?
president?
Your equipment, that skull suit, isn't exactly standard military issue.
Are you all right, sir?
Is this some kind of sick joke? I thought you came to kill me.
What?
I'm prepared to face the consequences of my betrayal.
What are you?
What did he just grab me by
You're
the crotch?
a man? Well, who are you?
Foxhound, sir.
Foxhound?
Hold on, no, just...
I see.
just
Now
push-
things are starting to make a little sense.
Scroll back. Why did you grab me by the dick? Why'd you grab me by the crotch?
Switch over to nano communication so nobody can listen in.
Yes, sir.
People are gonna listen in, though. Colonel, the Snake, anyone can
Do
listen
you
in.
read me, sir?
Yes.
Mr. President, it's my understanding that the terrorists have managed to input the code sequence necessary for launching a nuclear strike.
That's correct. I punched the sequence in myself.
You're working for them?
If you asked me 2 hours ago, my answer would have been yes. Right now, they're keeping me alive until my vital signs are reconfirmed.
They betrayed you?
I wouldn't quite put it that way. I wanted power. They sought destruction.
But why stoop to terrorism?
I wanted absolute power.
But you're the president. You have power.
No, I'm just a figurehead.
Huh?
I don't have any control. The real power is in the Patriots' hands.
The Patriots?
The truth behind this country. I'm not surprised you've never heard of them. Very few are aware
This is
of
what's
their
happening in
existence,
real life, guys.
even among those with code word clearance.
Don't take me
Politics,
don't take me
the military,
seriously.
the economy. They control it all. They even choose who becomes president. Putting it simply, the Patriots rule this country.
No.
Hard to believe, isn't it? But it's the truth.
Illuminati.
The space defense, income tax reduction, and national missile defense programs. Every policy that's been credited to me was actually done according to their instructions.
Space defense was initiated by Congress.
That's what the Patriots want the country to believe. It's all a show. Democracy is just a filler for textbooks. Think about it. Do you actually believe that public opinion influences the government?
No.
This country is shaped and controlled as the Patriots see fit. The people are shown what they want to believe. What you call government is actually a well-staged production aimed at satisfying the public.
Huh?
Don't look at me like that. I'm legally sane, you know.
It's not your sanity that worries me.
The Patriots. Even I don't know who the actual members are. Are they financial, political, or military leaders?
It sounds like something that
no one knows who the
or
Patriots really
could
are.
not be happening.
Even my instructions come from a cutout. All I've been told is that every key decision is made by a group of 12 men, known as the Wise Men's Committee.
Your office? The White House?
Merely puppets, pawns in a game. By pledging my loyalty, an insignificant son of a senator was awarded the presidency. Of course, that wasn't the only price I had to pay.
What do you mean?
Even if a pawn becomes a queen, it is still just a playing piece. I wanted to leave my own mark in history, but my ambitions were...
Against the
You'll
Patriots?
understand someday. I wished to be a member of the Patriots. I wanted to wield the power of a king instead of being an expendable pawn.
And that justifies acts of terrorism?
Yes. I'd intended to use the new Metal Gear as a bargaining chip.
Bargaining chip?
But I underestimated Solidus. He actually wants to challenge the Patriots, even if it means the destruction of the world.
They acknowledge Solidus.
Whether you believe it or not, the balance of power rests in the hands of the Patriots. They regulate the country's various interests through controlled presentation, staging a drama that is palatable to the general masses. Can you imagine what would happen if they ceased to function? Picture a massive political vacuum, a space that every powermonger will try to fill for their own greedy ends. I'm talking about an unregulated power struggle, panic, civil war, chaos. Like it or not, the Patriots is an organization that must continue to exist.
So you changed your mind because you wanted to avoid global chaos.
Exactly. When I told Solidus that I wished to prevent disaster, he replied that pawns can never become players.
And who is this Solidus?
We've already faced him.
My predecessor, George Sears.
Okay.
That was the name the public came to know him by. I knew him by his code name, Solidus.
Wait, what?
He was the third snake, preceded by Solid and Liquid, a survivor of the Les Enfants Terribles project. Neither solid nor liquid. He was a well-balanced masterpiece that the Patriots saw fit to entrust with the presidency. However, he fell out of grace with the organization 4 years ago. When acting on his own, he started an incident.
4 years ago. Shadow Moses.
That's right. At the time, the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, together with certain influential parties, initiated the development of Metal Gear Rex and an advanced nuclear warhead. However, this did not fall in line with the Patriots' plans. What's more, Solidus decided on his own to send his most trusted man, Ocelot, to provoke Liquid Snake, bringing about the said incident. As a result, he succeeded in obtaining Rex and the data on the warhead. But in doing so, he ended up revealing the existence of both Rex and the Genome Army, a blunder that earned him the wrath of the Patriots. Shortly thereafter, Solidus was removed from the presidential office.
I thought he resigned.
That's the story given to the general public. Following his resignation, the Patriots selected me, their new pawn, for the presidency.
But that would mean that the presidential race was...
That was quite a show, wasn't it? It was a well-scripted drama staged by the Patriots for the benefit of the public. Even the Democrats and Republicans were dancing to the Patriots' tune. Everything went according to plan, but for one exception. Following his resignation, Solidus' health was scheduled to fail him, bringing about his untimely death.
Capped?
Correct. But before the Patriots could execute their plot, Solidus went underground with the help of Ocelot. As he avoided pursuit, Solidus gained control of Dead Cell, winning over Colonel Golukovich's outfit. From there, he bided his time, knowing that his opportunity would soon arrive.
What opportunity?
The completion of the new Metal Gear project, an opportunity that would even his odds against the Patriots. By stealing the Patriots' most valued project, he would be able to place them in a very uncomfortable position. It's the only chance he has for survival. Once he has the new Metal Gear, he'll declare war against the Patriots. Needless to say, he must be stopped.
Metal Gear is already operational.
No, not yet. What you saw was Metal Gear Ray, hijacked 2 years ago from the Marines by Ocelot. That was not the new Metal Gear.
Okay.
And where's the new Metal Gear?
Right here.
What?
You're standing in it. To be more precise, this entire big shell facility is the new Metal Gear.
What?
What'd you say?
No, I'm quite serious. The upper structure that you've seen is camouflage, designed to represent an offshore cleanup facility. The main structure extends from the foundation all the way down to the ocean floor. The connecting elevator is located on the B2 floor of the Shell 1 core. Arsenal Gear. That's the code name for the new Metal Gear.
Arsenal?
What the
That's
fuck
right.
is happening?
Arsenal. We're talking about an impregnable fortress carrying a load of over a couple of thousand missiles, including nuclear warheads, all protected by a horde of mass-produced Metal Gear Ray units.
Mass-produced?
The Ray unit was originally designed for the Marines to be used as a countermeasure against the Metal Gear variations throughout the world. The Patriots had Ray redesigned to protect the new Arsenal Gear.
So now anti-Metal Gears are guarding a Metal Gear.
Ironic, isn't it? That's not all.
That's
Arsenal Gear has
interesting.
full access to the military's tactical network, giving it the ability to exercise absolute control over our nation's armed forces, not to mention our nuclear armament. In short, Arsenal was created to be the core of our country.
What kind of idiotic weapon?
Weapon? No. You're not seeing the full picture. Arsenal Gear is more than just a military tool.
What are you talking about, dude?
It is a means to preserve the world as it is. It will establish a new form of control. The Patriots will use it to keep their place as the country's true rulers. Right now, they feel pressured and threatened.
By what?
They fear an overabundance of digital information. The world will drown in the coming flood of information, and they along with it. The Arsenal
Kind of what
plans
we're doing
include
right now.
a system to digitally manage the flow of information, making it possible to shape the truth for their own purposes. In short, the Arsenal system is the key to their supremacy.
The key?
Yes, the GW system is the Patriots' trump card. Arsenal Gear will be fully operational when GW is successfully integrated. Once operational, it will be a completely new form of power for the Patriots to wield. I had hoped to seize the project from them, so that I would be in a strong bargaining position.
Bargain for what?
I'd hoped to trade my way into their ranks, but Solidus preferred rebellion. Outer Heaven, his plan to unleash a nuclear blast over the skies of Wall Street to break the Patriots' control over the business community, is also a key factor in his offensive effort.
Outer Heaven?
Listen, there isn't much time. The football served as the key for activating Arsenal Gear. I've already input the necessary code sequence. It won't be long before GW begins to establish connections with other external systems, and Arsenal Gear becomes fully operational. Stop them before that happens. That is your role.
Role?
You've got to find Emma Emmerich. She's the only one who can stop that thing once it's been activated.
Emma Emmerich?
She's the system programmer for Arsenal Gear. I believe she's somewhere on level B1 in the core of this building.
I thought the levels below us were flooded.
I'm sure they won't let her die just yet, as she's the only remaining programmer for this project. According to Ocelot, she was being held in a locker room located in the northwest part of level B1. Cut transmission and get moving.
Was that?
This is card 4.
I was about to say it was that
It'll give
level
you
4
access
card.
all the way to Emma's location. Give this to her when you find her.
What is it?
A program for disrupting the control functions between GW and Arsenal Gear. Take Emma to the computer room on level B2, Shell 1 core. She'll know how to load the program into the main system.
A virus?
That's right, modeled after Foxdie, a biological weapon designed to selectively eliminate personnel with a specific genetic code.
But why do you have it?
The Patriots had it engineered as a failsafe, and Ocelot forgot to search me. You've got to hurry. That disk is the only way you're going to stop Arsenal. Well, I've told you everything you need to know. There's only one thing that remains to be done. Now, kill me.
What the?
There's no time to argue. The final check for my vital ID will start any second. If you kill me now, you'll at least prevent the nuclear strike.
Cut it out!
Do it! That's your role! Pull! No! Do it!
That's abusing your right to free speech, Mr. President. Or is it ex-president?
How's that?
President!
What?
Why did you...
Alas, my finger must have slipped. I'll see you around, carrier boy.
Forget him. He did us a favor. Without free will, there is no difference between submission and rebellion. My only real choice is to put an end to this charade. Let me at least have the freedom to end it myself.
What are you...
Find Emma. Stop Arsenal. This is my last order as your
Well, I showed you the
commander-in-chief.
camera.
I'm counting on you.
Dude, this is getting more confusing. So the president from the first... Oh, hold on, okay. So the president from the first game is the third brother to me and Liquid Snake. I keep referring to me as if my character right now is Snake, but there is a third brother because there was an ending that Colonel would have said that he's the third brother, is what someone told me in the comment section at the end of the first series. But why? What? He was working for them. Okay, just let's call some people. Let's call the presidents. Okay, no response. That's not good. Hey, Mr. President, you got anything? No. All right. Well, let's leave, I guess. Why is he sneaking out like
The
that?
president is dead.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that.
Where do we go from here?
Your mission was to rescue the president and eliminate the terrorist threat. However, given the recent turn of events, we will honor the president's last directive. You must put a stop to Arsenal Gear once and for all.
Do you actually think there's any truth to his story about this big shell facility being a front for Arsenal Gear?
I don't have the security clearance necessary to verify the facts. However, he was the president. I'm sure he knew what he was talking about.
Aren't you forgetting that he was part of the terrorist plot?
All the more reason why I believe his information is reliable.
Huh?
We're talking about a man who chose to die rather than risk a nuclear holocaust. Thanks to his sacrifice, the Nuclear Launch Authority has shifted to the vice president, effectively eliminating the terrorist threat.
Colonel, when you put it like that, it almost sounds like I should have assassinated the president to eliminate the threat.
That was not my intention. I was trying to point out that there is certainly some credibility to the words of a man who chose death to protect the innocent.
The Colonel has a point, Jack.
What about the information he gave me on the Patriots?
That's a new one on me. I'll see what I can find out.
Oh yeah, and the Patriots are the Illuminati.
We're running out of
How
time.
did I totally...
Emma.
There's just
She's
so
supposed
much
to be
information
located
he
on level
threw at me
B1
that it's so
in the
hard
core of that building you're
to
in, right?
comprehend it all at one
You've got
time.
to find her before Arsenal becomes fully operational.
Hurry, Jack.
It's up to you to make sure that the president didn't sacrifice his life in vain.
Understood. Raiden out.
What's your status, Raiden?
Snake, the president, he's been assassinated.
What?
There was nothing I could do.
What about the nuclear strike code sequence?
He died before his vital ID could be reconfirmed.
Then the enemy's lost their nuclear strike capability.
But that Ocelot guy obviously killed the president on purpose.
Why?
It doesn't make any sense. They had to know that they couldn't launch the nuke if they killed the president.
Maybe there's a way to launch without reconfirming the vital ID.
Or maybe they found a more effective weapon within Arsenal Gear.
You knew about Arsenal Gear?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me about it?
You never asked.
Am I correct in assuming you also know that the Big Shell's a front for the project?
You mean, did I know
Exactly.
that the Big Shell,
Not
a
a
fully
chance.
functional environmental cleanup facility, was designed to camouflage Arsenal Gear?
Not a chance.
I did.
Not a
It's
chance.
exactly what the President and Ames described.
I don't
A
feel
massive
like
cover story. The good news is that it hasn't really done much in
Exactly.
terms of cleaning up the environment, so we won't have to worry about any toxic gas being released if we have to blow the house down.
Right. And when did you find out about all of this?
It took a while, but we uncovered the info around the time you took out that mad bomber. There's no doubt that Arsenal Gear is being built here. And it was all set up 2 years ago, on that day. All of it.
2 years ago. What really happened here?
Yeah, dude.
I
What?
took these
Okay.
photos 2 years ago.
I know these pictures. They were on the news on several websites. If I remember right, the reporters blamed you for sinking the tanker.
That's right. Otacon, me, we were used.
We'd
They
hoped that
saw
by
me
going
dump
public
someone
with photos
out.
of the new Metal Gear, we could persuade the government. At least that was the plan at the time.
They saw me dump
I've
one of the
gone through
guards
VR
out.
training of the tanker mission before.
Yeah? Well, I doubt
I
it
did
accurately
stand by that. I
simulates
wonder
the
if they
events of
saw
that
me shoot
mission.
him.
I'd infiltrated the dummy tanker to obtain proof that a Metal Gear was under development. Shortly after I made it aboard, an armed group led by Colonel Gerlukovich raided the ship and gained control.
Olga and Ocelot were among the raiding party.
Yeah, and him.
Who are you talking about?
A man that was supposed to be dead.
Their target was also Metal Gear Ray. But Ocelot eliminated Colonel Gerlukovich and Marine Commander Scott Dolph, and he hijacked Ray.
I
So he
mean, that's the
betrayed
last we saw of him.
I don't know what kind of deal was going down. All I remember is what Ocelot said at the time. Something like, "I'm taking it back."
Ocelot then sank the tanker, along with the soldiers of the Marine Corps.
How did you manage to get out?
Otacon managed to have a small boat ready for me.
That was the easy part. The tough part was not getting dragged down with the sinking tanker. A small miracle when you think about it. It turned out that the whole thing was a setup to lure us. Photos of Snake, taken by the Cypher, were released to the public. In turn, we became the world's most wanted environmental terrorists.
It was definitely a move aimed at putting a stop to our anti-Metal Gear activities.
But why did they choose Snake?
Since the Shadow Moses incident, Snake became sort of a hero. I think the Patriots weren't too happy about that.
You knew about the Patriots?
Well, yes, to a certain degree.
It seems like everyone knows about them except me.
They didn't choose Snake to be a hero.
So they decided to do a smear campaign.
I think the Patriots wanted to make an example of him so everybody would think twice before opposing them.
That's it! They set all this up just to nail you guys.
No, there's more to it than that. The Marines' Metal Gear Ray project, headed by Commander Dolph, was carried out in opposition to the Navy's Arsenal Gear project. To be more precise, the Patriots considered Metal Gear Ray to be a thorn in their side. Hence, they attacked the dummy tanker and stole Ray.
Okay.
They followed this up with a perfect plan. They immediately sent a fully loaded tanker to the same location and sank it. then set up the facility to camouflage the development of Arsenal gear.
And we fell for it. 2 more puppets in their show.
Colonel Gerlukovich and his daughter Olga?
Both fell victim to Ocelot's plot.
Was Solidus behind all this? He used Ocelot to get hold of Ray, huh?
No, he was underground, keeping a low profile at the time.
Then it must be the Patriots.
If that's the case, what's Ocelot doing alongside Solidus?
Not gonna mention that he
Forget
transformed
it.
into
We're
liquid
wasting
for a
time.
moment.
We can figure this out
Like,
later.
his-
The nuclear strike's been prevented, but Arsenal still has a massive payload of missiles to deal with.
Right. If the opposition gets control of those missiles.
Raiden, you've got to find Emma.
Wait a second. Isn't Emma Emmerich?
My sister.
What's she doing here?
You got me. She's a computer whiz who specializes in neural AI and ultra-variable volume data analysis using complex logic. How she got involved in weapons development is beyond me.
Whatever her reasons, we need her in order to stop Arsenal.
Raiden, find her.
I'm on my way.
Alright guys, depending on, I don't think anything else would be happening, but I will end the episode right at the door where we walked up the door out of the water to the level 4 door. You know what I'm saying. You know where I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. This seems... Oh, you son of a bitch. No. Wait, no, is the water over here? We don't have to go outside, do we? I don't think we have to go outside. Yeah, no, we don't have to go outside, right? No, not that way. It's over here, that's right. It's all coming together, guys. It's all coming together. The story is starting to finally unravel.
Raiden, are you reading me? This is Otacon. What's your situation?
Wet and miserable. This place is flooded. The seawater that's been pumped up is pouring into the building.
I see. Listen, there's something I have to tell you about EE.
Don't worry about her. I'll get her out.
She's afraid of water.
What?
Yeah. When she was 6 years old, she almost drowned with my father in our swimming pool.
She can't swim?
Well, yes and no. We used to swim a lot together when we were kids. In fact, she swam like a fish until that day when she almost drowned. When the accident happened, I was in my room. I learned later that EE was calling me for help. She didn't doubt for a minute that I'd be there. You could see the pool from my room, but I didn't realize at the time that she needed my help.
What were you doing?
I was...
So Emma survived the ordeal.
Yeah, but my father didn't.
So you blamed yourself and left your family?
No. EE seems to believe that was the case. The fact is, I betrayed her.
And you think she can't swim because of the traumatic experience?
I haven't seen her since that day, but yes, I think so. I got a letter from Julie, her mother, after they moved back to England. In her letter, she mentioned that EE couldn't swim anymore, that she refused to even wear a bathing suit.
Damn, if she still can't swim, we're in trouble. Level B1 in the core is pretty much flooded.
Look, maybe you can help her overcome the trauma.
You want me to help her get over it?
Well, it's still gonna take some time to repair the Kamov.
Sorry, kid. Emma's rescue is up to you.
Thanks. An underwater mission. Well, this is a first. Look, I'll see what I can do.
I suggest that you drum the map of the building into your head, because you won't have time to look at it when you try to bring Emma out.
I'm counting on you, Raiden.
I covered most of the core when I had to take out the C4s. If there's anything you need to ask me, call me on the Kodak.
I'll do that.
He's just a big baby. Yes, he is. Look at that face. He is a big baby. So, duly noted, we're gonna have to, oh, no. Yep. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for stopping by for today's episode of Metal Gear Solid, I almost said Cyber, of Metal Gear Solid 2. We are going to pick up the next episode with meeting his sister and getting her out, because I feel like that's going to be a big hassle, and I don't want to cut too much of that. And there might be stuff. We're really getting into the nitty-gritty right now. I feel like that moment in Metal Gear, it's almost just like a non-stop, just action and story. and things are starting to ramp up. I don't know if this will be another 10-part series or maybe I honestly don't know. I don't know how much longer we have left of this game. There's still a lot of questions I need to get. I need to know. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, comment down below. Comment down below actually some of the other series besides Metal Gear you would like to see on the channel. It's been a while since I've asked that. I know we're gonna be doing Yakuza, but if there's some other things you guys would like to see, let me know. Like Minecraft. I do like me some Minecraft. I love you. See you in the next one.